It's Rachel from All About the House. In this video I'm going to show you how to add your own text to one of the printable invitations in my Etsy shop. So if you purchase one of my invitations and it says that it's an editable PDF, this is similar to what you'll receive. The design might be different depending on what party theme you've chosen, but essentially you'll get a template that is 8.5 by 11-inch page size, or you can print it onto A4 page size. And my designs have these handy cut lines, so when you print them out it's easier to cut out the invitations. Just note that all of my printables are for personal use only, so they're just for your party that you're using them for. You can't use them commercially or sell them. So these invitations are 5 by 7 inches, and I've set up this template so that you can use it as an invitation, a note card, or a thank you card, or anything else that you want to use it for. So to add your own text, all you need to do is open up the PDF file. You will need Adobe, however you pronounce it, Adobe Reader, and I'll include a link below this video to where you can download it if you don't already have it installed on your computer. Note that you'll need a computer or a laptop to add text to the invitations. You won't be able to do this on your iPhone or your tablet. You need to have Adobe Reader installed. Okay, so when you open up the template, you'll see that I've got this sample text in there. You can type over the top of this. You don't have to keep any of this text. You can update it to suit your party. So at the moment I've got it saying you're invited. If you just left click on any of these light blue fields, you can type in any text that you want. Just don't worry about having these light blue fields. They won't show up when printed. So if you're paranoid that it's going to have this light blue on it and print out like this, it won't. It will print out with this white. So all of this will be a white background. It won't have any light blue when you print it. So I've got you're invited at the moment. If you press Control A, you can highlight all of the text in that text field, and you can put whatever text that you want. So you could leave it at you're invited, or you could change it to Emily, or whoever is the birthday boy or girl, is turning 5, or any other text that you want. You can put come celebrate with us, etc. You can also leave it blank if you don't want any text in that field and you just want to have more of a space between the bottom of the graphic and where the actual text of the invite starts. So this is just some suggested text. So let's say you were doing a pool party, you might want to add a comment like this, where don't forget to bring your swimmers and a towel. If you don't want to have that, you can just simply highlight it. Just left click and drag your mouse to highlight all of that text and press backspace to delete it. One thing to note, you won't be able to change the font size or the font style. The way I set up these invitations is that it already looks exactly like in the sample image that you see when you purchased it from Etsy or from my online shop. So it will be the exact same font and font size that you see in that sample image. If you want to choose your own font style, font size, font color, etc., then you can do so using image editing software such as Canva or PicMonkey. I've got another video tutorial showing you how to do that. You just need to use the JPEG file, not the PDF file. So getting back to the PDF file, so this is the suggested text. You can change it to anything that you want. You can move this down to a new line if you wanted to put the time on a different line. You could move all of this RSVP information to the one line. If your text is too long, it will automatically move down to the next line. So you can either do this manually or just let it do it for you on the template. You don't have to leave it in this order. You can change it around, so you might have Emily's house and then all the address on the next line, etc. Put whatever text that you want in there, and then when you are ready to print them, just make sure that you go File, Save As, and save it as like filled out or completed or edited or whatever you want to label it. But I do recommend that you save it in case you need to come back and print more, and then you won't have to retype all of your details in. You only have to enter it in once. Resave it with a new name, and you'll be good to go. If you want to use these, for example, for note cards or a thank you card, and you don't even have to use it for the party, you could be using this later on, then I do recommend that you save and keep the original blank copy of the file. So just resave it under that when you open it, and then once you enter in your information, remember, go File, Save As, and rename it as pre-filled or completed or edited, whatever you want to label it. So with this template, you can choose different text for both of the invitations, or you can have it automatically the same thing. So say we wanted to have we want caps lock, you're invited. Just press Control A, then to highlight all of that text, press Control C, click on this bottom invitation, press Control A, Control V. So Control C copies, Control V pastes. And then if you wanted to have this same text down the bottom as well, you can press Control A, then Control C, click down the bottom, press Control A, and then Control V. You'll notice that for this second one, I had it before with, if you make a mistake, just go Edit, Undo. I had it before as a thank you note, so if you wanted to, you could use it as a thank you note or an invitation, etc. So thank you for coming to my party. Hope you had a wonderful time. Enjoy this party favor, and then you could include that in the box with the party favor or however else you want to use it. I do have thank you stickers and tags that you can use if you don't need something that's quite as big, because these are 5 by 7 inch invitations. Well, invitation size, or you can use them as a note card, thank you card, etc. So if you want them both to be an invitation, not a thank you card, remember, just left click in the field, press Control A to highlight all of the text, then Control C to copy, click on the bottom one, press Control A and then Control V. The way I've got this invitation set up is that it will automatically put your text in the center, so if you want it aligned to the left or the right, you won't be able to do that. You can only have text appearing in the center, and the reason for that being is that it looks, well, I personally think that it looks nicer if all of your text is in the middle of the invitation rather than bunched and all clustered up onto one of the left or the right sides. So it's already formatted for you. All you need to do is type in your text and then save it. So that's it. So you just go File, Save As, choose the new name, edited, pre-filled, or completed, whatever you want to add to the file name so that you know that it's finished, and then you can just go File, Print, and print them out. One thing to note, if you're printing these onto A4 page size, just make sure that you adjust the page size so that it says actual size, and just choose your printer. I like Canon printers. I found they work really well, they're easy to use, and they're not too expensive up front. Mine was only like $100. Make sure that you choose color if you want them in color printing, or you can choose grayscale, but it's not going to print very nicely. It will be just not pretty. It won't have the pretty colors. It will just be like gray and shades of black. So make sure you've got color selected. If you're printing onto A4, make sure you change it to A4 page size. If you're printing onto letter page size, make sure you choose letter. And portrait should be selected. You can print it onto, full sheet glossy photo paper or full sheet label paper, and just not peel off the sticky backing if you wanted to add a nice glossy effect to them. I do also include just the individual design if you wanted to upload it to a print and ship website. So you would need to upload that JPEG onto Canva or PicMonkey, add in your text, save it again, and then you would upload that file that you've added your details to onto Vistaprint or wherever else you want to get them printed. I'll include a list below this video of places that I recommend that would do photo printing, or you can just take it to like Staples or your local office supply store. So if you were going to print it onto photo paper, you would just choose that instead of plain paper from this media type. Your printer menu may be a little different. Basically just look for the drop down menu where it says plain paper and then change it to whatever paper that you want to use. I recommend glossy. It will make it really nice and the colors will pop. If you use matte, it can dull the colors a bit, so always go with glossy. And you can also do photo paper, or if you're printing these onto cardstock, I generally just go with plain paper. You can change it to photo paper. It will take some experimenting with your printer. All of them are different. It's impossible for me to know exactly what settings your printer is going to need to print. These are the ones that work for my printer, which is a Canon printer. So if in doubt, just go with plain paper, print it in grayscale and do some test prints first, and then print them all, because you don't want to be wasting photo paper because it's expensive. So always, always, always do a test print first. For print quality, I recommend that you choose high. If you have that option, always choose the highest available. It'll make sure that your design is really crisp. You won't get any blurred edges on the pattern, and there won't be anything fuzzy. Make sure you choose the highest possible print quality available. And that's basically all you need to do, and then hit OK. If you're printing onto letter size, you'll notice that the preview will just show the complete design, which looks fine. If you're printing onto an A4 page size, you'll want to make sure that you've got actual size selected. So what this is going to do is just cut off a little bit of the bottom and the top. The way I've got the template set up is that it's only going to cut off the white parts of the design, not the actual invitation. So you don't need to worry about it cutting anything off. Make sure you choose actual size and then print it onto A4 page size. If you're really concerned about printing or you just think it's too complex, you can take the file to your local office supply store and they can print it for you. So just put it on a USB stick. If you live in Australia, I recommend Officeworks. If you live in the USA, try Staples, FedEx, Kinko's, or Office Depot, one of those sort of places, or you can also upload it to a print and ship website such as Best Value Copy. Again, I'll have a list of all of these below this video, so you don't need to be writing them down. I'll include a list with clickable links to the website where you can have it printed. So basically that's it. Just remember to choose actual size. If you choose fit, it's going to shrink it down. So this won't actually print at 5 by 7 inches. These will proportionally reduce because the page size of A4 is different to letter size. So make sure you've got actual size selected, and then you can just hit print. So that's how you add your own text to one of my invitations, and also how you print it at home. Remember, I've got a list below this video of places where you can have it printed if you don't want to print it at home, and I will include the link to the other video that I have showing you how to use the JPEG file for the invitations if you wanted to get it printed as a photo and not printed at home. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and if you want to find party printables, you can find them in my Etsy shop, which is called All About the House. Just type it in as one word, no spaces. And I also have tons of organizing printables as well if you're interested. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and I'll include all those links below this video. Thanks for watching.